feels like the whole world has been waiting forever to return to Arendelle, and now the wait just got even longer. When Frozen first hit theaters back in 2013, it became more than just another Disney movie. It turned into a full-on cultural phenomenon. Kids everywhere were singing "Let It Go," merchandise was flying off the shelves, and Elsa and Anna instantly became household names. Disney had a massive hit on their hands, but surprisingly, fans had to wait a whole 6 years before getting the sequel, Frozen 2, in 2019. Now, here we are in 2025, and it's already been another 6 years since the last time we saw our favorite Ice Queen and her sister on screen. Fans thought Frozen 3 was moving along smoothly after Disney officially confirmed it in 2023. But a new update from Olaf himself, Josh Gad, has left many disappointed. Disney originally set Frozen 3 for release in 2026, which already felt like a long stretch. But then the date was pushed further back to November 24, 2027, meaning there will be an 8-year gap between the second and third films. To soften the blow, Disney did announce that Frozen 4 is also in the works, with Jennifer Lee returning to co-direct both parts along with Chris Buck. Lee is the same visionary who brought us the first 2 magical installments, so fans know the franchise is in good hands. Still, doesn't make the wait any easier. Josh Gad, who has voiced Olaf since the very beginning, recently gave fans an update during his chat with Collider at the Toronto International Film Festival. He was there promoting his new movie Adulthood, but naturally, all eyes were on his comments about Frozen 3. Unfortunately, his words weren't exactly the hopeful news everyone was praying for. Gad admitted that while he has gotten a sneak peek at what the story will look like, he has not recorded anything yet, and he hasn't even heard any of the new songs. For an animated musical, that's a pretty big red flag about how early things still are in the process. In his own words, Gad said, "We have not started recording. We have not heard songs yet. I was lucky enough to get sort of a preview of what the movie is, and it's going to be worth the wait." It's pretty extraordinary what they're doing. Pretty extraordinary. That sounds reassuring in one way, because it means the creative team is really cooking up something special. But it also means the movie is still deep in development. He went on to say that he never wanted Disney to make a sequel just for the sake of it, and that there has to be a real story worth telling. According to Gad, Jennifer Lee has held herself to that same standard and has built something fans are truly going to appreciate when the film finally comes out. So what does this mean for Frozen 3 right now? Well, it's clear that fans shouldn't expect a trailer, music release, or much official footage anytime soon. Animated films already take years to create, and when you add in the musical aspect, it makes things even slower. Gad's update makes it obvious that voice actors haven't even begun their recording sessions yet, which usually happens fairly early in the process of an animated movie. That means most of what we'll see in 2027 probably isn't even in production yet. It's still in planning, storyboarding, and early design. Disney executives have also shared little teases here, and they're about the progress of Frozen 3. In July, one executive hinted that the story is shaping up beautifully, and while some songs are still being worked out, the material they have so far is phenomenal. He stressed that the return to Arendelle will feel natural, as if we're picking up where Elsa, Anna Kristoff, and Olaf left off in Frozen 2. That matches what Josh Gad said. So while the lack of progress might sting, fans can at least take comfort in knowing that the story is strong. And if there's one thing Disney knows, it's timing. The studio pushed Frozen 3 to late November 2027, which is not just a random decision. That exact timing could prove to be a box office goldmine. Back in 2019, Frozen 2 was released just before Thanksgiving, and it smashed records with $124 million over the holiday weekend alone. The movie eventually passed the $1 billion mark worldwide, cementing itself as one of the most successful animated films ever made. Disney is likely hoping to repeat history by releasing Frozen 3 during the same Thanksgiving window. With families flocking to theaters during the holidays, the timing couldn't be more perfect for another record-breaking run. The fact that Jennifer Lee is directing both Frozen 3 and Frozen 4 is also a sign that Disney is playing the long game. Instead of rushing, the studio wants to give fans a two-part journey that truly builds on the legacy of the first two films. While the exact story is still under wraps, fans have been speculating nonstop. Will Elsa explore even more of her powers? Will Anna face new challenges as Queen of Arendelle? Will there be new magical lands, characters, or threats? Disney hasn't revealed anything concrete, but the teases from Josh Gad and executives suggest that it's going to be a story big enough to span two movies. Now let's talk about what this means for fans emotionally. The disappointment comes from the fact that we've been waiting so long, and even now, the movie still feels far away. Kids who grew up watching the first Frozen are now teenagers or young adults. By the time Frozen 3 hits theaters, the original fans will be almost a generation older. But Disney is counting on the power of nostalgia and the timeless magic of the franchise to bring everyone back. Young kids, teens, and adults alike. That's part of the charm of Frozen. It was never just a children's movie. Its themes of sisterhood, identity, and love connected with people of all ages. Josh Gad's comments may sound like a letdown on the surface. No songs yet? No recording sessions yet? But he did emphasize over and over that what Jennifer Lee and the team are building is extraordinary. For many fans, that reassurance is enough to keep the excitement alive, even if it means waiting another 2 years before seeing the final product. If history is any indication, the music is going to be one of the biggest highlights. The first film gave us Let It Go, which became an anthem around the world. Frozen 2 gave us Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, both of which also earned Oscar nominations. While we don't know what Frozen 3's big hit song will be yet, Disney executives have already hinted that they have a very good idea of where the music is going. That alone is enough to keep fans speculating and buzzing on social media. Another reason the delay might actually help is that technology keeps improving. By 2027, animation tools will be even more advanced than they were in 2019, meaning Frozen 3 could look visually stunning in ways we can't even imagine right now. Frozen 2 already raised the bar for what animated landscapes could look like, with jaw-dropping visuals of forests, oceans, and elemental magic. Fans can expect Frozen 3 to be even bigger and more breathtaking. So, is the update disappointing? Yes, in the sense that we're still waiting and the cast hasn't even stepped into the recording booth yet. But is there reason to still be excited? Absolutely. If Disney has taught us anything, it's that when they take their time, the payoff is usually worth it. And with both Frozen 3 and Frozen 4 already planned, fans can rest easy knowing that Arendelle isn't going anywhere. We may have to wait a little longer, but when Elsa belts out her next powerful ballad and Anna faces her next adventure, audiences around the world will be ready to sing along. The bottom line is that Frozen 3 is still on track, even if the timeline is slower than what fans hoped for. Disney is treating this story with the care it deserves. Josh Gad is confident it will be worth the wait, and Jennifer Lee is making sure the franchise continues to grow in a meaningful way. So hang tight, Frozen fans. The magic is coming, even if it's taking its sweet time.